Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be just a little pack with me. I am going on a little weekend trip to Colorado, so I have packed my skincare and my makeup and all my clothes. I'm not going to show you guys my clothes just because it's all already packed and I don't really want to take it all out again. So I'm going to show you guys all of the makeup and skincare that I'm bringing along with me. We're going to be gone for 5 days, so this isn't like a ton of stuff. Most of my makeup you guys have already seen in my project pan and my Shop My Stash. I think all of my makeup you've already seen in my project pan and Shop My Stash, but we're gonna go through them anyway, and then we're gonna go through all the skincare and things that I am bringing. I am only bringing a carry-on with me on this trip, so all of these products are either gonna be like mini sizes or just like less than 3 fluid ounces. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Vivian. I'm a robotics engineer with a love for all things beauty and makeup related, and I'd love it if you liked and subscribed if you aren't already. With that being said, let's just hop into it. Okay, I'm sorry if the lighting is a little bit dark. This is what I'm bringing. I actually just got this from Baze. This is their hanging travel bag. I'll have it linked down below for you guys. So this is my first time trying it. We'll see how I like it. We'll see if I like this arrangement. Currently, I have all of my makeup in this removable pouch that comes with the bag. So I'll go through this separately. And then in the back component here, there's some pockets for things that you might want. And then there's this big pocket down here for all of my skincare and stuff. So the first thing that I'm bringing is my Hero Cosmetics early stage blemish patches. I don't have a ton in here. I have 3 patches left in here, but I just want to have these in case I do get a pimple that is under the skin and painful. And I'm going with a bunch of different friends, so they're not going to care if I'm wearing pimple patches. And it's supposed to be a very chill weekend. We're just hanging out together. So I packed those. I have some extra contacts in here. I have 2 pairs, which may be a bit excessive because I do have bi-weeklies, but just in case I drop one, whatever, I just like to have extra on hand. The bottom portion is all of my skincare. I am not bringing any really hair care or body care for this trip just because it is so short and they're gonna have body care at the Airbnb that we're staying at. So the first 2 things I have here are these towel scrunchies. I think these are from Kitsch. I don't remember exactly. They're kind of dirty because I've used them and gotten makeup on them, but these are just to prevent water from dripping down my arms as I'm washing my face. Instead of bringing a cleansing balm, I am just gonna bring a makeup eraser. You can see I've used this one, but this is just easier in my opinion, and there aren't a ton of cleansing balms that are small and travel sized in my collection right now, and I don't want to go out and buy a new one. So this is just an easy way to remove makeup without having to go through a whole cleansing process. I do have a cleanser in here if I can find it easily. The cleanser that I'm bringing is just this mini CeraVe hydrating facial cleanser. It's a go-to. I've been using this for years. It doesn't strip my skin and it's nice and small. So bringing this. I am also bringing this small sample of the Cosrx Snail Mucin Power Essence. I brought this to Vietnam and I did like it, but I didn't use it enough to fully get my thoughts on it. So I figured this would be another way to try and use it and try and get my thoughts on it. But I've heard such good things about this. I just haven't used this enough to see a difference in my skin yet. I have my toothbrush with a little mirror suction cup holder. I am also bringing Aquaphor just in case my lips get super dry or cracked, or if I need some just extra hydration, if I need to put some on my cuticles. It's just nice to have Aquaphor on hand, and it's a nice small size that really takes up no room at all. This is something that I've been trying to work on for so long now. This is the No Rejuvenating Night Serum. This doesn't exist anymore, I don't think. I don't know if No Beauty still exists at all. It was Vanessa Hudgens' brand, and then I think they only have one product now, and it's a mud mask. I'm honestly not quite sure, but this is kind of old at this point, but I really want to try and get use out of it because it is still really full. Because it is a liquid oil type feeling, I just never use a lot of this when I do use it, but I like having this in my travel bag because it's just convenient. I don't know. I still feel I'm getting my retinols and vitamin C's all in one, and I kind of like the texture of it as well, because even though it is like an oily texture, it doesn't feel super heavy. It honestly feels really lightweight on my skin. I have a pack of Q-tips, my mini deodorant. I use the Old Spice Fiji deodorant. I love the smell of this, honestly, and you know, it's just nice to have a little mini size. I'm also bringing the Inky List Caffeine Eye Cream. I've used quite a bit of this, but there's still a lot more to go. So using this, I like it a lot. It makes my under eyes feel really refreshed without being like too creamy, if that makes sense. It's a really lightweight eye cream. I really like it. I have my toothpaste here. I have contact solution, contact case. I have this, which is just a spray bottle, but it's filled with the Bioma brightening toner. So I finished up the full bottle already, but I still have some of this left over in this spray bottle from when I went to Australia and Vietnam. So I'm just gonna try and make more use out of this, finish it up all the way. And you know, it's a good toner. I like it a lot. And the spray bottle is just a more convenient way of applying it, in my opinion. The moisturizer that I'm bringing is from Dieu. I believe Dieu is like the French pronunciation of God or angel or something like that. Anyway, this is the Air Angel Hydrating Gel Cream. I really like this. I really like the bottle of it. It's nice and lightweight. It is in an aluminum, I can't say that. It is in an aluminum can though, so maybe like a little bit heavier, but I really like this moisturizer. I think it's such a good option, and it is a little bit pricey, but I do think it's worth it. I just love the way this feels on my skin. My skin doesn't feel heavy whatsoever. The packaging is very pretty, so I overall really like this. I'm really glad I have this in my collection. And then the last thing in here is just my sunscreen. This is from Kanso-san. This is the Skincare Moisture Base AQ SPF 42. I mostly am bringing this because it is so small and so lightweight. The tube itself is very thin. The formula is very lightweight. I really like this. I am very glad I have this in my collection, and I like how nice and small it is for traveling because it does just fit so nicely in here. So that is all of my skincare things. Not a ton. I tried to keep it very basic just because I am only going to be gone for 5 days. I definitely don't want to be overpacking, and like I said, I do only have a carry-on, so I definitely don't want to be bringing more than I need. So I'm just gonna pack all of this back up, and then all that's left is this little bag full of all of my makeup. Like I said, most of this is in my project pan or my Shop My Stash. Pretty much all of it is. So I'm gonna go kind of rapid fire with this. I do like that this bag is nice and big. Like it does fit everything that I need it to fit. First thing, Milk Makeup Primer. The Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. I'm almost done with this. Really think I can finish this in the next like week or so. Eyelash curler. This one I got in Vietnam, so I don't think you can get it here, but I like that it has this spring. It just feels nicer curling your lashes. I feel like it does something, like a little bit something extra. I don't know. This is a powder puff. This is from Ulta. It comes in a pack of 4. It's like the Ulta Beauty collection, but it's just a little powder puff just in case. Makeup sponge. This is from like a 6-pack I got off Amazon. I will try to link it. My Thrive Cosmetics tubing mascara. This is in the shade Crystal, which is the brown shade, but it's very dark, so it's pretty much like almost black. This is in my Shop My Stash. This is my Merit Shade Slick, the jelly one in the shade Mapleton. This is my Hair and Make mascara base, my Milani Cheek Kiss cream blush in the shade Nude Kiss. This is in my Project Pan. I do feel like I'm gonna hit pan on this soon. I hope so, at least. This is my e.l.f. Halo Glow contour wand. This is in my Shop My Stash. This is in the shade Light Medium. This is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum. This is also in my Shop My Stash, but I view this more as like a serum rather than a like primer. So I'm gonna put this in with my skincare actually. My Rare Beauty setting powder, also in my Shop My Stash. I have quite a bit left, but this is in the shade Light Medium. Glossier Skin Tint, again in my Shop My Stash. This is in the shade G9. I really just wanted this for when I want to feel like a little bit more put together, but don't want to put on a full face, just to even out my skin tone a little bit. I actually really like this formula. It dries down pretty quickly and it doesn't make my face feel oily throughout the day. This is the Clinique Almost lipstick in the shade Black Honey. This is almost done. This is not technically in my project pan or shop my stash, but because I am so close to being done with it, I like just keeping it with my makeup bag because I feel like if I see it, I'll use it. And I have been using it quite often. This is my Lilac B highlighter in my project pan. Pretty big pan. Gonna continue working through this. This is the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Pen. I used up my Milani Weekend Brow, so this is my replacement for that. This is in the shade Espresso, I believe. This is my e.l.f. lip lacquer in the shade Bubbles. This is in my project pan as well. I'm very close to being done with this. I am trying very, very hard to finish up the last couple uses in here. Not my favorite formula, but it is in my project pan, so I really want to get use out of it. I think I might move this to my purse actually so that I always have it on hand and it's not packed away in my makeup bag. This is my Merit the Minimalist stick. I have mine in the shade Sand. This is also in my project pan. I feel like I'm pretty close to halfway done with it, but not my favorite formula, to be honest. I've mostly been using this as a concealer and not as a foundation all over. In my project pan, I'm still trying to use it all the way up, so bringing this as well. The Refi Brow Sculpt for my brows. Since I got my brows tattooed, I don't really feel the need to fill in my brows anymore. I have the lift and snatch in case there's a couple sparse areas, but for the most part, I have just been running a clear brow gel through them, and I really like this one from Refi. It holds my brows up really well. This is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Soft Spoken, also in my project pan. You can see it's quite small. I'm almost done with it. Really just trying to get the last couple uses out of this before calling it quits and calling it done in my project pan. This is just a travel size perfume. This is the YSL Black Opium perfume, just in case we go out, just in case I smell bad, I want to have something on hand. The last couple things here are just compacts. The first one is the Vive Sunset Blush in the shade Rosa. This is currently in my Shop My Stash, but it's just a really pretty neutral pink peach blush. I really like it. I really like the Vive formula as well. This next item is the Nabla Skin Bronzing in the shade Soft Revenge. This is in my project pan right now. I am deluding myself into thinking that I'm gonna hit pan on this soon. I don't think I actually am, but a girl can hope. This is in my project pan. I've been working on it for quite a while now, so bringing this as well. And then this last thing is from Unleashia. This is the Glitterpedia Olive Glitter palette. It is literally just a palette full of glitters, glitter topper type formulas. So I actually haven't used this yet. I'm really excited to use this. I think these glitters look stunning. And in my other Unleashia Glitterpedia palette, I love the topper shade. So this is just a palette full of those topper shades. Think this will be really fun, especially if we do end up going out. But I feel like the rest of this makeup is pretty minimal, so I don't want to bring out a full eyeshadow palette just because I feel like this will be more than enough. This will probably be glam enough for the vibes of the weekend. So that is everything makeup wise that I'm bringing. I'm gonna pack all of this back up. Makeup is all back in this bag. I do like this bag is big enough to fit everything. And then close this top lid, pull it over there, and then just zip it up. I am gonna bring this cloth clip too. Usually I think I would just put it on top, but since it's going in a suitcase, I'm gonna put my cloth clip on my backpack or in my hair and wear it, and then just put it back in my suitcase. I do have my Alley Glines brush holder with all the brushes that I'm bringing. I am just gonna run through these real quick just so you guys can see. I did just wash all of these brushes, so they're all clean right now, which is shocking, but I only washed these brushes, so I still need to wash all of my other brushes when I get back. These two right here are from a travel size collection with e.l.f. This is a cheek brush. This is a highlighter brush. I mostly use this for powder, but since they are travel size, the handles are nice and small. I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm using this separate case, but typically I would just put this in with my makeup bag or in with my makeup, which is why I wanted some of these smaller brushes. This other one is from Persona. It's a blush and highlighter brush. The highlighter side I use for my Lila B highlighter. The blush I use for powder blush. This e.l.f. one I use for cheek or cream blush. This is for powder, like I said. This big brush is from Refer. This is the 05 brush. It is nice and pinched, but very fluffy. I use this for my Nabla skin bronzing. This is the Merit brush. I think they only have one like face brush. And then I have my e.l.f. Putty Primer brush, which I typically just use for creams. So I'm going to use this for my cream bronzer. These hair clips are from Chunks. They're super cute. I love these a lot. And I also have just a pair of tweezers. So those are all the brushes that I'm bringing. These are going to just sit right here next to it. This is everything. I have everything else packed, but like I said, I'm not going to go through every single thing with you guys, but just all my clothes. This is a big scarf in case I get cold. And then this zips up. This suitcase in general is from July. I bought this when I was in Australia because the suitcase that I brought with me broke. So since that suitcase broke, I had to buy a new one in Australia, but I needed it to get delivered like very fast because I was only going to be in Australia for like a week or so, and July is an Australian brand. Bought this suitcase. I do really like it. I want to show you guys the pocket in the front, but let me zip this up first. Okay, the suitcase is closed, but it has this front pocket that I really like. I'm just standing this up on my bed. Don't worry, I'm going to wash my sheets. But this pocket on the front is very convenient because it holds a little bit extra. Right now, I just have a book in here. This book is Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake that I'm currently reading. I'm about like a third of the way through and I've really been liking it, but it's just nice to have an extra little pocket up here. It has several different divider pockets if you have like documents that you need and things like that. So I just like it. It's convenient to have an extra pocket in the front. And I really just like the suitcase in general. It feels really nice. I like the color of it a lot and it's nice and small. So that is everything that I'm bringing with me to Colorado. Not a ton in terms of like clothing, mostly just like cozy sweatpants, sweaters, things like that. I'm really excited to go. That is all the makeup and skincare that I'm bringing, especially just because that's what this channel is. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!